We're going to talk right now to the head coach of the San Diego State football team, as we do every week. Brady Hoke, back with us here on the Cannons. A huge game Saturday. They're all big. It's a short year. San Diego State on the road against Nevada. The Wolfpack are 4-0. The Aztecs are 3-1. Coach, awesome to have you back with us here on Xtra 1360. And I'll start with the question that everyone's been asking you this week. What are you going to eat? No, I'm kidding. For Thanksgiving. No, have you chosen a starter at quarterback for Saturday, and are you going to tell us?
I will not tell you for sure, but I think we got a direction we're going to go.
Coach, what goes into that decision-making process this week? You know, you obviously got game film on both of these guys now. That's something we couldn't say a week ago.
Right.
And, you know, and all that. But what did this week look like as far as the competition was concerned?
Well, I think it was just what we expected. Two guys who have a lot of pride, two guys who are into the offense even a little bit more than they were before because of being around the offense, being around Jeff. You know, they guys who competed, and that's what you want to see, you know, and they both did that, and we're excited about both of them.
Coach, I took full blame for that loss against San Jose because I missed our Thursday, get-together that day. I was back this week, and obviously you guys came out on top with Hawaii. So the fact that we're talking right now is a good omen for this game against Nevada. But let me ask you this. What does this mean for San Diego State, for the Mountain West, to have this game on national TV coming up on Saturday?
Well, you know, obviously it's pretty cool. I would think, you know, our players, I really haven't talked about it much, to be honest with you. And part of that is whenever you cross the white lines, we have high expectations how we want to represent San Diego State and on the field and off the field. So it's about us playing our best football and not getting caught up in those things.
Brady Hoke joining us right now on Xtra against San Diego State and Nevada Saturday at 12:30. Our pregame coverage beginning at 10:30 a.m. right here on 1360. Coach, when you watch Carson Strong on film, what do you see? I mean, we can look at the numbers. It's been an unbelievable year. That lead receiver has had an unbelievable year. What has made Carson Strong so effective in these first four games?
Well, he was pretty good last year. Mm-hmm. I think his improvement, his function within the offense, getting him in, reading the coverage, getting him in the right play. When you look at route concepts, he can make all the throws. I mean, he can throw it from the hash to the other sideline. So his arm strength's really good. And then he can drop the ball in there when you go to the throwing the deep ball. So he's been really good. I think their offensive line, they've got a real good left tackle who is a true freshman, who really, to me, is going to be a real good player down the road. He's a good player now. Don't take that the wrong way. But I think offensively, tight end, Tyler Cole, I believe his name is, he's the second leading receiver. He's a long body. He can get matchup problems because he runs well enough. Being a big guy on a linebacker, on a strong safety. So overall, and then their defense is an improved defense from a year ago. You know, they have, I believe, 4 seniors starting on their defensive line. They've been really productive. You look at their second in the league, I believe, in total defense, and they're playing good. I mean, they're hitting on all cylinders right now.
Yeah, they're a talented team all around. Obviously, the offense sort of takes the cake and a lot of the attention nationally for Nevada. And, focusing on sort of this game, but even past games that you guys have already played, shoot, your whole career, let's talk about it. When you're looking at a quarterback like a Carson Strong, who sits in the pocket, wants to throw the ball, throws it really well. And you look at a quarterback like, Chevin Cordero from Hawaii or Nick Nash from San Jose State, obviously more of a dual threat guy. Which quarterback would you prefer to play? Do you prefer the zone read guy, or do you prefer, from a defensive perspective, preparing for the pocket passer?
Yeah, well, I think this, Rich. number one. Those guys who have the skill level to be accurate in the passing game, but also the zone read or the quarterback counter or those different things, or just extending plays with their feet. Those guys always give you the most problems. The thing that Nevada does really, really well, and that Carson Strong does really, really well, the ball comes out quickly. We were talking as a staff, and Jordan Love from Utah State a year ago, the ball came out quickly. I mean, he knew where he was going, good route concepts, good route running, and the ball's out. And so, we got to do a really good job of getting our hands up late, trying to affect the quarterback. We got to hit him a couple times after he lets it go. Anything that we can do. And then obviously, you want to put him on the ground and do those things and maybe get the ball loose. But I think all those things they do really well.
Speaking of doing things really well, your Aztecs team is 4th in the nation in rushing offense and 2nd in the nation in total defense. I know everyone keeps trying to press you on the quarterback position, but when you can combine that kind of running offense with that kind of defense, I'm not minimizing because obviously Lucas Johnson, Carson Baker want to be the guy, but that's a great luxury to have. Like, it's almost, in my opinion, a bonus on top of what you can do running the ball and with your defense if you're getting productive play out of the quarterback.
Well, there's no doubt. All 11 on both sides of the ball have to be doing their job. And, we've been running the ball pretty well. We got to, keep establishing that. And then we've got to do a little bit, obviously, in the passing game from play action standpoint to take some of the heat off the run game. But, we're fortunate to have backs that run hard, that are smart runners with the football. They're taking care of the ball. And our offensive line and our wideouts are doing a nice job on the second and third level.
Have you seen improvement from Greg Bell week over week? Because we look at the stats, and every week has been really good. But where have been the areas at practice or during games where you've seen him actually get better as the season has progressed?
Yeah, I think this. I think in the passing game, I think when he's called on to protect the quarterback, in the different schemes, or leaking him out of the backfield, I think his route running in there, and I didn't realize he caught the ball as well as he does.
Looking at your defense, I mean, top to bottom, this is just such a complete team. Is there any player, though, who's either by virtue of injury or just because of the shortened offseason, you didn't know what to expect out of the player, shuffled into the lineup and has impressing you, and really has done a nice job here at the halfway point of the season?
Yeah, I think Rich Alubi, probably. We didn't get much of a look at him or any look at him in the spring. And so really him, when he came here, in fact, we did in the spring, he was playing safety. And then we made a decision early fall that we needed a little bit more speed at linebacker. And we got him cleared. He missed the first game because being a transfer, he had to get cleared, and got him cleared. And I think he's a guy that, he had the touchdown last week, made some good plays on some defensive schemes that we were spying. The quarterback at Hawaii tracked him down a couple times. So probably him as much as anybody at this point.
After the loss to San Jose, you said post-game that, sometimes the team, something along of a wake-up call type of situation for your team, and obviously you bounce back with a dominating performance against Hawaii. I also heard you, Coach, say it's hard for you to gauge during the week whether it's going to be a great Saturday based on what you've seen during the week. But give us an update. You had a good lead-in. You felt good week of practice leading into the Hawaii game. How has this week progressed?
Well, I think it's been good. I think our guys have really done a good job. Obviously, your game plan changes on both sides of the ball when you want to try and take advantage of things that maybe your opponent's going to give you or something they don't do well. The mental aspect of getting prepared for a game from that standpoint, and then the effort that we have in practice, from a fundamental standpoint, and also just flat-out effort, either chasing the football defensively or offensively finishing down the field when you're running the football.
A hell of a football game in the Mountain West Saturday at 12:30 right here on Xtra. San Diego State and Nevada. Coach, best of luck. Steve says we'll be good to go, so you don't have to worry, but best of luck on Saturday.
Well, I thought he had dates on
Tuesday.
Thursday night.
No, it's two. I changed it that one week. That's what happened, Coach. But normally it's a Tuesday.
Unacceptable.
We're good
Tell
the
him
rest
about
of the
your
year.
upcoming date. Don't you have a 4-night date?
I
or
have
something?
3 dates in a row, but I'm not missing any.
Oh, great.
I will not miss a Thursday conversation with the coach the rest of the year. Promise, 100%.
All right, sounds good, guys. Appreciate it, and go Aztecs.
Go
All right,
Aztecs.
Brady Hoke.